Alright, let's talk tongue blocking. Tongue blocking is a method. I feel that everybody should incorporate tongue blocking at some point in their play, and everybody should incorporate pursing into some point in their play. When you are tongue blocking, it opens up a few different things. In addition to chord slaps, you get things like octaves to reinforce your sound, and you get things like, well, the main thing that comes to mind is your 2-5, which can be pretty powerful. We'll talk about that later. Okay. The important part for now is how do you get a good tongue block? It's the same thing as with most other harmonica playing. It should be relaxed, free, clean, and easy. Okay, now that's what it should be. How do you get there? The way that I'd be thinking about this is breathing. One of my big problems when I was coming up was that I would always try and get that fucking note. It's really hard to do if you are tensed up and even if you are tensed up and you get the note, it's gonna sound, well, it sounds like this. Free, clean, and easy, right? That doesn't quite work. So what you're gonna do is use the breathing technique, and it's exactly what it sounds like. You just breathe. So in this case, if you are a 4-hole blocker, you're going to take your 4 holes. Don't count, it's good. All right, 4 holes. Block off your 3s, and there you go. There's your 1 hole. Okay, that's your 1 hole that you're going to be working with. Get your 4 notes. There's my 4. Now, that's just me breathing. Okay, you want to be able to keep breathing and then let your tongue come forward. It's not poking. It's like you're making out with somebody who you're really passionate about. You actually care. You don't you don't poke your tongue into the other person. That's another conversation. Okay, you'll let your tongue relax and come forwards. And no, it's not going to sound like that when you first get to it. You'll probably have to start way low and just cover 2 or 3 holes. But you want to relax. You're checking yourself against the breathe test. Once you can isolate that 1 hole, if you want to get the octave, what you're going to do is not sharpen your tongue, which is to say you don't take a flat tongue and then poke it straight, because again, that's really creepy. What you want to do is think about relaxing and gently lifting it up and back. I, I just now realized how creepy this looks. Oh my god. Anyways, keep it focused there. You want it relaxed, clean, free, and easy. If you start to tense up, you're going to have problems. Now, some of you might be curled tongue blockers. That might be you have the extraordinary ability to curl your tongue. I have nothing for you. Yeah, I've got nothing for you. I'd recommend going back to just side blocking, like so. I really hope this helps. If it doesn't, if you need some sort of clarification, I would be happy to talk to you, happy to work with you further. It helps a lot if you have a working microphone and I can hear what you sound like. But for right now, try starting there. Now, if you needed an exercise to go with this, what I'd recommend is something that's a little bit variable, so something you can play with. we're going to start with a scale, translate that into Mary Had a Little Lamb, the straight version, not the blues version. That's another story. And then we're going to translate that into what I learned on, which was swing low. So your scale is going to be 4, 4 draw, 5, 5 draw, 6. You're basically, in this case, okay. You're then going to switch that over, and you can work with speeding that up. But I would switch that over to Mary Had a Little Lamb. That gives you a song. And just play around with that. That gives you something to work with. The point here is every time you're checking yourself against the breathe test. The breathe test just makes sure that you're relaxed, free, clean, easy. Okay, so let's get to the blues part of it. Okay, the next blues part of it is just getting through the bends of Swing Low, Sweet Chariot. I'm not very good at bending here, but if you were to make a go of it, I would start with your 3-hole draw. So you find your 3. So I go blow, lock that shit off. And then you can start playing with blows. That would be your initial exercise. From there, you can start talking about some of the more interesting things that you can do, which include tongue slaps, and then chords, and of course, chords and octaves. All right, let me know how you do. I really hope this helps.